So there's this Puddin, her first day down on the floor. She's 4 weeks old today. And at 4 weeks old, if they don't get down by themselves, I bring them down. Because now they're self-feeding and their mom has a new egg. You really need to be in a position where they can feed themselves and not have to wait on a parent to come get them. I figure that if they're not down by themselves at 4 weeks, it's because for whatever reason they weren't able to get down. Okay. So I literally just put her down and started filming. Hi. And what y'all are going to see is the hazing typical of a new squeaker on the ground. The entire flock feels it necessary to point out to her that she is basically at the bottom of the pecking order. For the most part, they're not going to be nasty about, oh, look at that. That's the first time she's ever tried to fly. Oh, the precious Peep, you almost made it. And she's been able to see over the lip of her nest box long enough to see where water is and see where food is and see what other birds do with it. She just hasn't been able to get over the lip to find it for herself. She's down here exploring the space, and particularly the food space. And she's had time to observe everyone, so she knows roughly who's who as far as rank is concerned. That's her dad. They have watched their parents most of the time. But, you know, they kind of can't help seeing the other birds. That's not her dad, but he looks a lot like him. And I have mentioned flock aunties before. I don't know as I have any right now other than myself. Excuse me. But it's not uncommon for babies on the floor to go up to just about anybody and ask. Because, you know, first they can say is no, go away. That was a firm no from Gus. Peep, I know, I see you. Look at PJ laying in the food. Bless him. Can you imagine Farrell seeing this? That would be like the epitome of decadence. Hey, Puddin. Puddin's first day down is going very well. Already chasing her dad. Good girl. She's only chasing her dad when he's close. It's okay, Puddin. You can come here. You can come here and sit in my lap. Agnes, Puddin is allowed in my lap. Agnes and Tandy think my lap belongs to them. And this is the only place that I will actively defend a Peep. Oh, look at that. Oh, goodness. Yeah, you see the other birds being up there and you want to go join them. Emilio is actually pretty high in social standing. And notice how they're not being nasty about it. Nobody's snatching out her feathers. Nobody's going out of their way to injure her. You'll just see quick little jabs with a beak. Just a reminder that, hey, I'm older than you. I have a higher rank than you. And that's about as far as it goes. Luca, even when she can't go any further, doesn't pin her against the wall. He's not nasty to her. He basically just tells her, get out of my way. Emilio seems to be a little upset with her. It's okay, Puddin. No, Gus. No, Gus. That Puddin can come here. It's okay, Puddin. Come here. Here you go. Here you go. Hello. Hello, Puddin. Hello, Puddin. Let me bring you. Bring that Puddin. I don't have treats right now. I don't have treats right now, but you have a safe place to sit. That little Puddin can relax. This is a hazing-free zone for a tiny, tiny Puddin. I see you want to fly somewhere. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go, Puddin? So what you just saw the other birds doing is why squeakers that come down from the nest box are instinctively inclined to be a little nippy. Like, people are often confused when they hand raise a baby pigeon to no. Yeah, it's fine. You can be on my shoulder. You cannot chase Puddin off my lap. Puddin is allowed to be here. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Puddin. Be careful. That's Gus's spot. Hello, Puddin. I don't remember where I left off. A lot of people that raise pigeons from babyhood, like hand feed them, are very... Oh, what a good girl. Just wanted to get some height so she could launch herself a little further. What a clever baby. Straight back to the food. Oh, she got too close to one of Lexi's spots. Sorry. They're often confused when the squeakers are down and fully self-feeding and not reliant on them to feed anymore. The squeakers suddenly seem to them to be really skittish. Like, when they reach for them, they'll back into a corner, or they'll stand up really tall and they'll take snaps at their fingers. And it's because of exactly this sort of hazing that they expect from their flock mates when they come down. That doesn't translate well to a human handler. They have no idea why the pigeon just suddenly turns aggressive. Like, they've just poured heart and soul into feeding it and keeping it alive, and now it hates them suddenly. No, doesn't hate you. Just for this next week or so, this peep has to assert, oh bless, that she can't be bullied in order to get food she needs. Pigeons highly value tenacity. There's my good girl. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. This is also why I tell people with single pet pigeons, do not try to interact with them in their cage. Invite them out first. They have to protect their resting place. Adults protect their nest. Babies protect whatever spot they get enough peace in to rest. In a human household, that's going to be their enclosure. So don't be offended when you reach in and they don't want you to do that. They poof up, they take snaps at you, they box you with their wing. They are social away from the nest box. They're defensive in the nest. So the way to get around that is to, instead of trying to interact with them beyond talking to them in the cage, just open the door. Let your pigeon come out and be the kind of social they are naturally inclined to be. And that respect of their personal space is the foundation of a fantastic relationship with your pigeon. Contrary to popular belief, pigeons do not actually have a territory outside their nest box. Their specific nest is the only territory they keep. Feeding grounds belong to everyone. What you see at a feeding ground isn't territoriality, it's competition for limited resource. When there is enough that they don't have to compete, you don't see them fighting over who gets to eat first. Everybody eats at the same time. Everyone eating at the same time is actually really important to pigeon society. Who you're willing and able to eat with is how flocks bond. So when a food dish is too small for everyone to gather around, somebody has to eat first because there's not room for everyone to eat at the same time, which makes the pigeons feel like, oh, you're from a different flock. You are not part of my family unit. I believe I may be about to be summoned. We've got stuff to do today, and I've gone a little bit over time. But Puddin's first day down has gone very well. Oh, hello. Oh, this precious child. Oh, this precious child. I'm so proud of her. She's so clever. Can you touch her? Touch Eppie? No? Not touch time now? That's fine. Once they're down, I don't compel them to do much of anything. Oh, no! You almost made it. Try from the closer knee and you might. Beep. Beep. And go eat with your dad? Here's your dad. Oh, and he left. We've seen her pick at food a little bit. Peep. Well, we'll have a good opportunity to talk a little more about pigeon social structure, and more specifically entering the pigeon social structure, when Fluffernutter comes down tomorrow. Oh, she is bound and determined to get up onto those shelves. You've been wanting to get onto those shelves since you could see over the lip of your box, haven't you, baby? Oh, almost! Oh, no. Oh. Well, you know, at the rate she's practicing, she'll manage any day now. I know. You haven't really had space in that box to spread your wings quite far enough, have you? The other boxes have a low enough lip that a peep can just kind of toddle onto it. But these middle ones for these squeakers are like chest-high walls. Oh, Puddin, were you waiting for this knee to open up so you could try again? You'll notice me talking to Puddin and Fluffernutter a lot more than I do the other birds, because this is part of their training. They're the youngest, so they will be the birds that we've currently spent the most time working with from Squeakerhood. You know, except for the 2 weeks that I was dealing with PCOS symptoms and being sick, respectively. Look at this precious baby girl. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of this muffin. Peep. What a good girl. I'm about to get 4 sales finalized. Oh. Okay, Puddin, go have breakfast. It's been over 15 minutes. I've gone half again over time. I'll come back to check on you later.